Hello. I am beaming and happy right now because I feel like I'm getting to share something really, really close to my heart with you right now. And something that I haven't shared a lot of because there's some interesting dynamics that are playing out. And what I want to share is surrounding some of my experiences, what is coming up during my meditations surrounding my children. Now you might be like, you have children? What are you talking about? Yes, I have children, and you might be surprised. They are all above the age of 18 now, and they're all out living amazing lives and doing their things. And I'm going to show you my kids. This is a picture of them when they were little, and they're a lot bigger now. A lot bigger. So my youngest is 19. This little one right here. So I have Emma, Bo, but I still want to call him Ben. Born as Bethany. So there's been quite a ride there, but I love this guy so much. Rachel now likes to go as Jordan. And Becca, my littlest. So I share that with you, and they're much older now. I share that with you just, obviously you can see in my face and the way I talk how the love that I have for them. And for many years, I've been a single mom, trying to take care of them, and then the last 4 years or so, since I graduated college, my ex-husband actually took the youngest back on with his girlfriend that he's been with for years. And so they started kind of being the main caregivers. And now they're grown up and doing their own things. But right now the situation with them is my three youngest really don't have much to do with me. In fact, one of them has outright disowned me. And there's a part of me when I really realized it, when it was really told to me that. Because I had avoided contact because I felt that there was some resistance, and then when I did have contact, it was like, do not contact me, I'm leaving you behind. And I got to go through my own process with that. And being a single mom was really rough. Just being a single mom for me was really, really rough. A huge challenge. And the more I've been able to go deep with myself, the more I understand them wanting to separate and them wanting to build their own lives. Because there was a lot of heaviness involved with me being a single mom, me feeling alone. Even as I was meditating and following this Buddhist tradition and so on and so forth, I really had this weight on me. And I've gone back and I've sat with where that's started from and the feelings and been with feelings. And obviously that will happen more in my life. But today I'm meditating in my group. I grabbed a notebook that I have been writing notes on because I had this kind of revelation, inward revelation, and look what I found. That has to be from Becca, my youngest. And what happened was I went back in time where that probably what was happening, where she was probably drawing on that paper. in junior high, I was in school, going back to school, and wasn't home a lot, and they were with my parents a lot. And she was not wanting to go to school. She wasn't showing up to school. And so I took her to my school with me one day. And I'd have her sit in class with me or just outside the door, and I gave her something to draw with and write. And I loved it. I couldn't help but beam over her. I introduced her to everyone, and I was trying to be stern because I'm a stern mother, and I want her to know that really it's not appropriate that she's not going to school, but she can go to school with me. And we went and had lunch together, and I just wanted to love her forever, just hold her. And I did tell her, I said, well, why don't you come to school with me every day? And she was like, I don't know, Mom. After that, there was a lot less of her missing school. But I kind of wished that I really would have. I wished that I would have brought my children more to my school. Broken some rules. There were very few adults my age. Most of the people my age were teachers in college. And I felt so self-conscious. I felt like it wouldn't be acceptable. And now, stepping away, I feel all the burdens that I had there. There still was that weight of being scared, being afraid of loss, being afraid of everything that I've worked for being taken away from me. Even though I had a basis and a trust of sitting and trying to find peace, I still feel that. I feel those energies that were there. And I wished, today when I felt that, I got to be honest with myself. And I got to be honest saying, this is a part of what my children not being with me right now is all about. My unwillingness to let go of what I thought was acceptable in order to do what was good and was healthy and would have been vibrant and what was needed. Because I felt like I had to follow the rules. But I, the single mom who was trying to figure things out and take care of her family, that I had to follow the rules. And I wouldn't be acceptable if I didn't follow certain rules. Because if I was disrespectful, right. But my respect goes deeper to my soul, to my children's soul. And I got to be with that today in a stronger way. And I talked to my meditation group and shared, and I didn't want them to try and comfort me. This wasn't about me blaming myself and being mean to myself. It was good to be able to say it out loud, to acknowledge, to be honest. And we all get to be honest about things. At that moment, I didn't understand and I wasn't capable of doing that. But now, looking back and me seeing, I wish for any woman in that situation, for someone to come up to them and hug them and tell them they get to make their own rules. And that they get to respect their hearts and their family's hearts. And it's going to be okay. That's what life is for. So I've been sitting with that and feeling through that. And loving myself in that. This is the opportunity that meditation can offer us. Sitting and being with these things. I'm so grateful. And I'm just grateful. And I wanted to share that with all of you. When you are afraid, love yourself. We're all going to walk this road together. Hey y'all, I'm back. And I'm going to take back something I said. I know that in that situation that I was in, that people were encouraging me and supporting me and doing all they could to be there for me. But really, what I now know is how I can be with that woman who was really a little girl, who was scared of loss, who was scared of being judged, who felt like she didn't know how she could succeed in the world, or she didn't like the world. Who was afraid and trying to do the best she could. Now I get to be with that woman who was a little girl and love her. And I get to have the richness of that. So that's the gift I get to have for myself. Now that I see, now that I recognize, I get to love myself.